Hey guys, welcome back for another video. This is going to be short and sweet. I'm going to give you an update. We are on the homestead now, and we are still unpacking, still getting settled in. And of course, as those of you who are on established homesteads know, problems happen. So, last night, I got done with work, and I let my spoiled dogs out into their kennel so they could use the restroom. It had been raining all day, and I didn't want them to be out in the rain, so my spoiled dogs stayed with me while I was working. So I took the dogs out to the kennel, and they were both barking and going crazy, and I was like, well, now's a good time to go check on my rabbits. So I go out to the barn, and I catch 2 dogs in my rabbitry that have somehow gotten into my rabbit hutches and killed all of my rabbits. I am very upset. My kids are very upset. These were these were breeder rabbits. These rabbits were not rabbits that were for butchering or for sale. So they all had names. They all, the kids loved them all. They were more like pets than anything else. So very sad situation. I chased the dogs down the road, and I found the owner, who seemed to not really care. And one of the other neighbors told me that these dogs are a problem, that a lot of the neighbors around there have had issues with this guy not taking care of his dogs. And so, of course, when I confronted him, he was like, well, if you need to kill the dogs, you just go right ahead. Because one of the dogs belongs to my cousin, and the other one belongs to my sister. And I've been trying to get them to come and get these dogs, and they won't do it. And so go ahead and do what you need to do with the dogs. And I'm like, well, that's secondary. Let's talk about who's going to pay for the damage to the cages and replacing the rabbits and replacing all the food that got dragged through the mud and everything else. And he said, well, that would be my cousin and my sister. And I told him I disagree, because apparently the dogs were under your control. They were under your care. And he said, well, actually, those dogs, I've been trying to get them to come and pick up those dogs for so long, and they didn't want to do it, so I stopped feeding them. Okay, so you've just admitted to me that you are committing the crime of animal cruelty by starving these dogs, which drove the dogs to go try and find food anywhere they can. All right, well, they might be your sister's and your cousin's dog, but they were under your care, your responsibility. You decided to starve them, and you failed to properly kennel them. You are responsible for the damage they cause. So, I know rabbits don't cost all that much. I just spent $315 on brand new cages for these rabbits. You're gonna pay me back for the rabbits. You're gonna pay me back for the cages. And if the dogs come onto my property again at all, I've got the word from the sheriff himself that I am very justified in putting the dogs down. Now, some of you might say that, just very cruel to kill these dogs that are just trying to eat. I would never kill a dog for being a dog, for trying to survive. I would, however, kill a dog rather than watch it starve to death. We live in the county. There is no animal control to call. One of the dogs has a history of being aggressive to humans. It attacked the mailman at one point, and the neighbor I spoke with was cited for that. I'm sorry, I'm not waiting for that dog to attack my small children. Not gonna happen. Not going. I care about my livestock, my animals, more than I care about that dog. That dog is gone. The next time I see it on my property, it is gone. For those of you watching, please don't be this guy. Please don't be the neighbor that lets your animals run loose and wreak havoc. You are responsible for anything they do, for any damage they cause. Don't be that guy, because your dogs will get killed. Now, I'm not an advocate of animal abuse, and all I'm going to say is a well-placed bullet and the dog won't feel a thing. I'm sorry if that offends some of you people, but if it does, I really don't care. Sorry. Keep your dog penned up. Anyways, leave a comment below. Good or bad, I don't care. I'll try to answer everything I can. But have a better day than I'm having.